Adjournment request, if any, from item number 1 to 5, from item number 6 to 12.
Yeah, please go ahead. Lordship, I am appearing on for the respondent 1 and 2 in item number 1. I have filed my affidavit in opposition in this case, Your Lord.
I'm for the appeal, Lordship. I prefer after vacation.
The controversy is regarding. Lordship. Controversy is regarding. This is a case, Your Lordship, with regard to the jurisdiction of the DRT, which the learned single judge has held in my favor, saying that the DRT, because of a circular issued by the government enhancing the pecuniary jurisdiction, the court lost its jurisdiction to entertain the OA filed by the bank. Yeah. One and two, Your Lord.
Any other request?
Obliged.
For orders, item 2.
Yes. Lordship, I appeared for the information commission. We have just appeared. Lordship will give us some time to get back with instructions and everything.
But other components of other spots.
I'm not representing.
Last time we granted you by 1 to 4.
Lordship, I will be representing
1 to 4 and 5.
Lordship, I'll be representing respondent number 2, Lord. The Chief Information Committee. Lordship, I've just entered.
Earlier, Mr. D.K. Sharma appeared on behalf of all the respondents number 1 to 4. D.K. despite no reply to the PA. Yes, I'm for the respondent number 5. I have got the number 5 has already manual.
Item. Yes. Item 3.
I'm appearing today on number 1.
Yeah.
280 days delay, my lord. I may be allowed.
That
Completion of well, similar appeals, Lordship.
That was 28 days delay. Yes, that was 28 days delay. Now it is 280 days delay.
they have controlled the delay of 4 days.
Almost
Similar.
then it is a 10, it may be. Or maybe condemned then.
ये फाइल को क्या पता
Oh, yes.
identical by
One. No, my lord.
Lordship.
Obliged.
Hold on. Item 4.
May I please, your Lordship, I am appearing for respondent number 1. Today I am going to file Vokalatnama itself, Lordship.
File power and counter to the writ of appeal.
Yes, Lordship.
For admission.
Obliged.
Item 5. May I please?
But the thing has not been served.
Yes, your Lordship. We've taken fresh steps, but still it is unserved.
So only on 35 years. It is tax. Here. Wait, it's a- Four.
Item 6.
May I please, your Lordship, as per office note dated 25/6/2000, it reveals that notice has been served upon the sole respondent, my lord.
As per the office report. Notice of the foreign part. What? The thing is. The article for the which IA five behalf of applicants. The video
3 days.
3 days. The criminal
Civil. My lord, against order, case number 9, my lord. Review petition number 89. Review petition number, my lord, 89, 2023, dated 2/8/2023, my lord.
criminal appeal, how?
Not criminal, my lord, that is writ appeal, my lord.
Huh?
Writ appeal, my lord.
In your false title, you have done 3 days in filing the criminal appeal.
My lord,
False title, you have.
yes,
Give me the. What that- Yes. It is a- 3 days. Correct.
must have.
Yes.
Item 7.
Access to the respondent number 1 is not been served.
Yes, madam. I'll take first step, madam.
Upon the court respondent,
No, respond number 1, madam.
one number not been served. Been wrong. I have the notice that. Notice to the. Are awaited. Let fresh notice be. Because that. Or fixes. Fix thereof.
Obliged.
Item 8.
Four and five, I think. Served. Yes. How many days did they are there?
22 days.
24 days. There is
No, madam.
Deeply obliging. Obliging.
Item 9. May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, the application is for delay, condonation of delay of 14 days, Lordship, in preparing the accompanying appeal. Yes, Lordship.
I'm
Yeah,
paying
but-
for the toll. I'm paying for the toll petition.
What do you want to say on the application?
Your Lordship, we take 14 days.
14 days.
It's of the idea is sort of the idea is that of the application. But of the detail. Having heard the video of what is that it is. It is the
Item 10.
the ID card.
There was a justice I would have thought.
On behalf of the SPS,
That is received on 23,
how-
27.
How you are
It was served on, through our office, my lord. Page 12 of the affidavit, my lord, will find there is
received by whom?
by the petitioner himself, the whole opposite part.
Jacob Kankite,
Yes, sir. Is the,
it's his signature,
yes, sir, my lord.
I'm sure.
That is by, huh? But it was sent through our concerned district office.
But how to verify that this signature is of the
We have shown an affidavit, there is an affidavit to that effect.
as per the legal ID card, not sold as sold as for
Sold.
sold as for who affidavit is by on behalf of the applicant stating that the is of the applicant person is sold on it. Sold as for it. Now it is delay of 100 and
That's right, sir.
how, why delay?
Lord, the office took some time to take the various circulars, my lord, relevant circulars in this respect and called for those. Therefore, it took some time, my lord. We have explained in para 3, my lord.
IA is by on behalf of the applicant. The third. He gave the He is the for it.
Deeply obliged.
Item 11.
But in this case, I am appearing for the opposite party number one, but office not reflects that neither ID card nor answer notice. We receive in respect to our respondent two and three.
Respondent number 2 and 3.
That's what.
Await return of notice of respondent number.
They are pro forma respondent, pro forma opposite party. He is the main contesting party, man.
So who are those?
They are the bank, my lord, who had issued the bank guarantee. Contesting bank, my lord. It's a,
Move an application for dispensing the service of the.
my lord, my lord.
How would the. As per the. Yeah. That. Let the. The. In the meantime, you.
In the minute.
Hello.
Item 12.
54 days.
16 days lordship,
How much?
16 days on the clock.
8 days. The officer pointed out.
16 days lordship. Only 16. I have written in para number 2 law. It is a lacuna, communication lacuna lordship. Document dated 23.
Yes. Putting out
Okay, I agree with your lordship, my lord.
the date in your application, you have mentioned 48 days. Now you are saying 16 days.
As per calculation of the office, my lord.
I'm sorry for that.
My lord, I leave it to your lordship, or so far condemnation of delay.
You are appearing for all the respondents.
Yes, my lord.
This commandant 16 APIR. Deputy Inspector General of Police, they're the same.
Yes.
Yeah. Before the, yeah, but remove the details. The- The officer pointed out that connect to the 55. IA of UPC for. Next, the idea is. Existed for. Admission. in the purpose.
Hello.
For admission, item 13.
On merit, the tender is in breach of the OM. And on an earlier occasion, they had in fact incorporated that relaxed clause so far as turnover and experience is concerned. Now, High Court has taken the view, the learned single judge,
Since they startup,
start up 2 days. Actually, date of incorporation is the relevant date, and the 19th is the last date of submission of
you were registered, granted certificate of start.
recognition on 26th, but registration also on 21st. That is the key because under the notification. But on 5th of February, that is little ahead, if your lordship sees, the proposed name was approved on 5th of February. I quite see, my lord, it's a gray area. But your lordship, otherwise there has been a clear breach of the OM as well as their earlier practice. On an earlier occasion, they had incorporated because I quite see, my
Then, it is the.
on the when we first request when after the tender which was on 17th of January, we represented to them on 31st, seeking that you incorporate these relaxation clause and extend the date. Initially, they extended it. Now, whole thing is, my lord, there is admittedly, it appears prima facie that there is breach. The tender is in breach of those central.
But if you.
My lord, on that,
The tender, since your application is of the
2 days later, I quite see mine. Only one paragraph of Ramanna Shetty, it's a gray area. No, your lordship may just see this. Because your lordship, it's a matter of only 2 days. That is why I'm pressing. Just one paragraph.
Condonation. Since the registration certificate.
Today, my lord, tender has not opened. What 5.2 says, my lord, if your lordship just have a look at 46, I quite see, my lord, what is against me.
Yeah.
46 is that name was approved by the registrar of companies. They say you can't enter into contract. But perhaps my right to bid, because at the time of the agreement, 2 days later, I have become now a SATA. Today, the bid has not opened. Your lordship is right. May I just please one paragraph of Ramanna Shetty? Because this point, my lord, on
Yeah, it's a hard thing.
on locus, my lord, the Ramanna Shetty holds somewhat in my favor. I can't say fully. This is my lord, because on locus, what
It
they
is not in fully in your favor that
I can place it. That was also a stranger approaching the court, ineligible person. The court deals with it.
yeah,
That I just want to place that paragraph. Facts are slightly different. Because when terms of tender would be challenged, obviously, my lord, it would be challenged by an ineligible party.
which para you
My lord, para 9. My lord has para 9.
Yeah.
That takes us to the next question. Whether the acceptance of the tender of respondent number 4 was invalid and liable to be set aside. At the instance of the appellant, it was contended on behalf of respondent 1 and 4 that the appellant have no locus to maintain the writ petition since no tender was submitted by him and he was a mere stranger. The argument was that if the appellant did not enter the field of competition by submitting a tender, what did it matter to him whose tender was accepted? What grievance could he have if the tender of respondent 4 was wrongly accepted? A person whose tender was rejected might well complain that the tender of somebody else was wrongly accepted, but it was submitted. How could a person who never tendered and who was at no time in the field put forward such a complaint? The argument, in our opinion, is misconceived and cannot be sustained for a moment. The grievance of the appellant, it may be noted, was not that his tender was rejected as a result of improper acceptance of the tender of respondent 4, but he was differentially treated and denied equality of opportunity with respondent 4 in submitting a tender. His complaint was that if it were known that non-fulfillment of the condition of eligibility would be no bar to be considered to consideration of a tender, he would have submitted a tender and competed for obtaining a contract, but he was precluded from submitting a tender and entering the field of consideration by reasons of conditions of eligibility. While so far as respondent 4 was concerned, the tender was entertained and accepted even though they did not satisfy the conditions of eligibility, and this resulted in inequality of treatment, which is constitutionally impermissible. This was the grievance made by the appellant in the writ petition, and there can be no doubt if the grievance was well founded, the appellant would be entitled to maintain the writ petition. The question whether the grievance was justified in law and acceptance of the tender was vitiated by me. So, my lord, on locus,
that the from participation.
my lord,
Here, you were not eligible even
in that,
enter into a
in that case, what happened? There was
and,
the eligibility
your
was
case is not-
relaxed.
your-
I quite
Your
see.
case is not that the tender was accepted in a person who was not eligible.
That,
This is not
that we don't know, my lord. I am only seeking that in terms of the policy, lower the, otherwise the whole policy of, my lord, the central government, we start to encourage startup, my lord, would be vitiated. I leave it to your lordship, my lord.
only thing, my lord, that 804 and earlier in the same company. My lord, the companies, my lord, same company for transportation of methanol.
This. But after that, the startup industry obtained a certificate of startup on 26 of the by the industry part of and of the grievance raised by the plant before that single day that the response and registration of interest of 70,024 for appointing leader for setting account in bulk quantity from APL Namu Bob Loan for an initial period of 3 years. However, in the EOI, there is no corporation of election clause for startups in respect of criteria of prior term work and prior experience in terms of the OA number 26/2019 issued by the Ministry of Finance. And it's single judge has rejected, has disputed it by observing that exceeds the by observing that the EOI was 2024 in the last day of submission of it. EOI was 2024. But the applicant was granted a certificate of startup only on 26/2024. 2024. Therefore, the applicant was not eligible to 5 years with in the EO, and therefore no deed can be had to it. And it comes to the applicant as that even though the applicant is registered as a startup of
Registered on 21st.
26.
That is recognition. That is recognition, certificate of recognition.
Even if though the certificate of startup should be concerned department in favor of the appellant on 26 2 2024. The appellant has locus to challenge the bid proceedings. In support of the proposition and the decision of the Supreme Court Secretary Ramana, there are reported 4 having heard that this that after that registered the startup was registered on
21st. Your Lordship will get that at
21st.
my lord, page 45. In the recognition only it is mentioned, my lord.
It's not clear.
My lord, page 45, this is to certify so and so incorporate as a private limited company on 21/2/24. My lord has
And the last date was
19, 2 days earlier. No, no, I quite see, my lord.
that the after it is to be noticed that the applicant the certificate of was issued of the applicant on 24 and but the said certificate of issued was issued only on 26/2/2024. It is also it is that the Office of Registrar of Company in its letter dated 5/2/2024 has specifically take condition that the applicant startup, where is the which is that condition?
On the page 46, my lord.
46, which is 1, 2, 3,
The
4.
first note, if your lordship sees, is only an approval for availability of name. The applicant cannot start business or enter into an agreement.
This is clause number.
This is, my lord, in the note just after the date 5/2/24.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Hmm.
Letter dated 5/2/2024. Has clarified that the letter of recognition or certificate of recognition is only an approval for availability of name for a proposed company. However, the holder of the certificate cannot start business or enter into any agreement, contract, etc. in the name of the proposed company until and unless the certificate of registration is issued by the registrar of company as per the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and the rules made thereunder. Admittedly, the certificate of registration in favor of the appellant start of 2022.
Registration, my lord, is the private, it will be 21st. Why, my,
Registration
this is, my lord, this is, you have to apply.
of was issued on 1/2/2024, and as such, the applicant was not given right to submit its bid in response to the EOR, but total figure. Judgment of the office is for the city quite quite distinction from the of this the that is a person of vote if from the from something with in response to the better and the authority has awarded to a party who was ineligible for and who was ineligible on the day of consideration. It's a the said judgment of the of health to the having acute extent
Keep your point.
Item 14.
May it please, your lordship.
Yeah.
Lordship, in this case, we are challenging a demand cum show-cause notice as well as the subsequent order in original passed by the state GST authority, lordship, whereby it was held that the input tax credit that was availed by the petitioner was wrong on the basis of
So show cause notice, again, show cause notice, how this,
lordship, show-cause notice on the subsequent order in original we have challenged, lordship.
so you have a remit.
Okay, we have also challenged the IRS of section 16(4) of the EGST.
For that, it's already before the-
Lordship, similar matters are pending before this court also, lordship, whereby lordship
Yeah,
was
but, it's
pending before the Supreme Court.
just- 2000. Is not that. Similar. Both of them. That copy. It's not. So, accept notice on behalf of all the respondents. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
On behalf of all the- Copy of the. It's like. You are in different of.
One copy I have.
Your, the- Copy. In the file is. By the next. It's not a-
I'm aware.
Item 15.
May it please, your lord. My lord, petitioner before your lordship, my lord, is a 80-year-old lady, my lord.
Clause any law
My lord,
that person about the specific age. Is application accepted to be considered by this court or for practical.
my lord,
in the
in
loan
cer-
matter, in the loan matter,
my lord, my submission before your lordship that my lord, the property which was my lord not belong to my lord, any mortgage, my lord,
whatever it may be, you oppose the DRT,
my lord,
whatever reason.
my lord.
The DRT and the civil judge has already decided that.
Silver decided that's why we withdraw this case because there is no jurisdiction at all, my lord. Now, my lord, only problem is that, my lord, already 45 days is over. So, my lord,
That you
my lord,
filed an application. If 45
approaching
days
in a wrong
over
forum,
and your application is not entertained, you can very well report that.
my lord, 45, my lord, your lordship kindly, my lord, if your lordship condone the delay and send it to my lord, then my lord, I have no,
We have that jurisdiction.
my lord,
Because that matter is
otherwise-
pending, that matter is pending before. There, the DRT has rejected the application, will consider that matter, to move an application. If the application is rejected, come again.
but sometimes, my lord, be dishonorable court.
You can't take excuse because you approached the civil court and 45 days have gone. This can't
No,
be
it is
the
wrong
reason.
from, my lord, the wrong advice of the, my lord, advocate, my lord.
Maybe, sir, there is a Supreme Court judgment is there on this very much. That the Supreme Court has said, even though if they approach the wrong authority, that you can't control it.
But there
There's
is a,
judgment of 2024.
my lord,
Is
But-
there.
section 14 of the, my lord, limitation act also, my lord, they posting in the wrong forum. But in my lord, one judgment of the our high court, my lord, in certain situation, my lord, division bench,
After that,
there is a division bench judgment of our high court.
there are how many judges? How many? Of the Honorable Supreme Court latest judgment of 2024.
My lord. Then, my lord, I may be given liberty to, my lord, depose the DRT, my lord, but, my lord, that regarding, my lord, content delay, my lord, they can take it. Well, some protection, my lord, DRT, certificate.
Item 16.
Is the liberty.
That is your lordship. Your lordship, by this public interest litigation,
How those persons who are affected are not able to approach this court?
your lordship,
If they are agreed, either they can make an approach. And what is, your authority, who are you?
your
If
lord,
you visited that place and you found something and you have had,
your lordship, I am also from the same revenue circle.
that you have
Deeply apologize for that, your lordship. But the petitioner is from,
what was your interaction with the flood affected persons?
your lordship, I am also from the one of the revenue village where the flood has been.
And what relief they have provided in, or that relief is inadequate, you mentioned it,
Yes, your
what
lordship.
relief they have provided till date?
Your
There
lordship,
must be some relief on the part of the state.
yes, your lordship, some reliefs has been provided.
So where is the detail of that and how it is inadequate?
Your lordship, even as it was not in a,
You are resident of this Trikona, the petitioner is resident of Trikona,
your lordship,
Silchar district.
Not Silchar district, Kachar, your lordship. Srikona,
Trikona Silchar.
yes, your lordship.
Yeah.
And one of the villages which has been submerged under flood.
What relief the government has still provided to you submit the detail, how it is inadequate. There is a mechanism for granting relief.
Yes, your lordship.
The state has to assess the damage and then has to grant some relief.
Yes.
What relief till date they have granted?
Basically, your lordship, when the class has been affected, it was affecting around 1,36,319 people as per the report of the disaster reporting and information management system, which was uploaded on 3/6/2024, which is Annexure 3, your lordship. Your lordship, and as per the same report, your lordship, only approximately 21,000 families inmate has been allotted with relief camps in the flood affected areas, your lordship. But which is beyond the beyond the limit of the persons who are basically affected, which is 1,36,000. But the relief has been provided only to the 21,000.
Come to the conclusion that only 21%, then how they have selected those 21,000 persons? Maybe some of the persons chose not to go to the areas.
Basically,
Camps.
your lordship, if they, because of the flood, they were settling in the roadside areas because of the, which has been annexed as photographs in paragraph.
So what relief the state government has provided till date, you submit the details,
Yes,
what
sir.
compensation,
Yes,
how
your
much
lordship.
money they have distributed, or how much this relief material, suppose food and everything, the government
Yes,
is
your
providing.
lordship.
Provide us the details.
Your
And
lordship.
how it is inadequate.
Even in, because of the inadequacy, your lordship, on yes, your lordship, that we will submit in a
Person is
additional
satisfied,
affidavit,
a
your
person
lordship.
is
if
satisfied with
honorable
one bag of rice and another person is not even satisfied with 5 bags of rice. How it is inadequate? How to measure that?
Yes, your lordship. Your lordship, because of the inefficient, inadequate.
Why is that particular?
Yes, your lordship. That is-
What for the?
Your,
the days for the- days of the
your lordship,
photo, the PIL.
your lordship, I would like to step in one more information. Because of the in this regard, the petitioner also approached the deputy commissioner office, your lordship. Subsequently, as the reliefs were not granted, even on 21st,
Madam, what relief you have prayed for? Please let us,
yes, your
what
lordship,
relief you have prayed for?
sufficient food, your lordship, food material, water, and even
Still those people are residing in those relief camps?
recently, the relief camps has been closed down because the water level has been come down,
Then?
your lordship. But still, because of the deplorable conditions of the house, your lordship, they are somehow residing in the campuses, but which are not proper
Madam,
place to
for
stay, your
that,
lordship.
please give us some details.
Yes, your lordship.
Not be able to decide on this simply on these allegations that is not adequate, what they have provided and what they have, what they are in requirement of.
Yes, your lordship.
Uh,
Your lordship, I would like to submit one.
Madam, here from the, this, across the table will not do file and proper affidavit of this. PIL. Let's start with some other.
Item 17.
So this is regarding selection of the post of revenue director.
Yes.
And admittedly, my merit is superior to him. And that has not been considered only on the basis of, lordship, they have held that he has more experience in revenue department. That is also wrong.
How the Leonard Single did access that?
Lalit Singhul has said that he has more experience in revenue department. That is why that is not wrong.
You are having more experience or that person was?
I have most experience. I have said it in my paragraphs. That has been replied that I have more.
The person who was granted promotion was more meritorious than.
I am more meritorious. IBS CCR, my IBS CCR is very good. He is good for 3 years, very good for 2 years. My criteria is merit.
That submitted that. That I single that out this aspect. After that, for it's that the person who was, then the private respondent was granted promotion. You notice. The student who answered notice on behalf of
2 and 3.
2 and 3, that notice being moved to the other respondent. 6 registered DD.
Item 18.
So the matter pertain to protection of the ethnic language Assamic, my lord. My lord, on last 15.5, despite the sufficient,
Time to file reply.
my lord, they are not showing any indulgence,
One
my
thing
lord.
I would like to point out, my lord, I have contacted respondent who are, my lord, arrayed as party respondent. They state, my lord, director of official language of director of official language implementation. They are the necessary party, my lord. They may be directed to be.
My lord, will implement there, no problem. But
My lord-
question is that, my lord, the principally the affidavit need to come. He is only the directorate, my lord, who is supposed to execute the policies, etc. But the main respondent has to act upon that whether this act has been complied with or not. If not, then what, my lord, the situation they have, my lord.
You are
My lord, from the
But
respondent of
can I make
home,
the position clear, my lord?
home and, my lord, the legislative department retained a letter to the director of official language implementation Assam to provide the instruction, my lord.
this
They are not
director of official language.
director of
Assam
official
comes-
language implementation.
This director of official language Assam comes within which department? Is
To
it under
respond
which
number 2, my
department?
lord.
Which of which department?
Respond number 2, my lord.
Respond number 2.
Why, what is this?
My
Why
lord,
take it,
My lord,
feedback from
I am
the
wait-
director of.
my lord, I am waiting for the, my lord, instruction from the director They have,
Take instructions. Why we made every department of government, vertical government of Assam under which the directorate is there.
if my lord,
That is party, there is the question of making director again a party.
my lord, if my lord director implemented as party responsible, that will be easier for me, my lord,
If the department
my lord.
whose jurisdiction is directorate is there, that is the party response. If you find response on behalf of the department of taking feedback from the directorate.
Then we'll
Look
some-
for these technicalities,
My-
this
my-
is not party.
I'm waiting for the instruction from the director.
Take your.
My lord, last chance may be given, my lord.
Application. Once the looking for the response, the party, 1, 2, and 3, they support and 5. Response to the PIL, like, wait for it, but it's after, it's in the month of September. By that,
My lord,